Guys, how does this happen? How does the bike end up at the bike rack? Like that. Got the wheel on it. How does it get here in the first place? And how the hell does it sustain so much damage? Shall probably remain a mystery. Oh, balls. That's it. Looking at what I tell you been out with my granddaughter, can't you? She always give me feathers and everything to look after. I go to my pockets to pay for something at a checkout and end up looking like a mental patient. Full of feathers and flowers. Right, let's get the power on. Set the settings up. Set the lights on. One. Right, that's all we need it on. I think we can go. You know what, just when you set off on this bike, that flipping, for some reason the caliper always makes the right metallic sound on the disc. I think it's just when it's under, you know, like maximum load, just as you set off. It's like you can't hear it now. It does it every now and then, it drives me crazy. But I suppose if that's my only e-bike problem, I'm doing alright. Could do with whacking this on charge, I think, when I get in. I think this will be third time out on it without charging it. I usually keep it top to bolt time. Fucking flies it in me all over at show. I didn't bring my face mask. With it being warm. But I should have brought it because that's the fucking main reason I use it, to keep the shit out of my face. This one might be a bit nippy, but it's a nice night. I'm enjoying these evening rides. I was looking there because there was a little fucking, we'll call it a migrant camp, because that's what I think it was, in there. And then there was a fucking big fire and that. But I was thinking it's the back there again, but they're definitely not. No. definitely not. Well, I can't see out anyhow, I can see right over there. I'll head into that way. Can go so well, this bike. Yeah, I could definitely recommend these bookless. I think it's called bookless, is it? I think so, bookless suspension forks. And they're only cheap, these ones. I mean, I made them look like Fox 36s, I think it is. With stickers and that. But they're only, like I say, they're only bookless ones. I think they're about, I don't know, I think there's maybe 70 or 90 quid at the most. I'll rabbit there. Yeah, 90 quid at the absolute tops, as I said. But now I've set them up properly, they're really, really decent. Well, really, really decent. Obviously, you've got to keep into perspective the price. But yeah, for the price that they are, they're really decent. Like, they're as good as the RockShox that there was on it. I mean, them RockShox were getting a bit tired, like, but they're definitely better than them. It was definitely an upgrade in the newness sense and performance, really. But we'll just see how these are when these are like 5-year-old or something. But yeah, you definitely could do a lot worse. It's not a bad corner, that, but it stays a blind corner for a nice little bit. So I like to give a bit of a honking. I must take this fucking bell off there. I like to go for as least clutter as possible on this bike. On my Ridstar, I don't mind. I use that as a bit of a cruiser, really. I'm thinking of getting a new headlight set up for the Ridstar. It's a Super 73 style one. But it's a very good price, 40 quid. And it looks like the same connector, and I'm just hoping they do the same things. But I think at 40 quid, I think I'm going to order that and give it a go. So that's what made me get the Ridstar. Well, not made me get it, but that was one of the things, the contributing factors to getting it was similar sort of style frame and that to the Super 73s. Which I really like, but I think they're very overpriced. But I love that style. Oh, big fat wood pigeon there. As you probably know, guys, we're just turning around. So we can get up that banking. if anyone's my sort of age, well, whatever age you are, do you find you get more chilled as time goes on, or more ratty? So I was talking to my brother and he was on about I'm a lot more chilled than I used to be. You alright, mate? He said, but he finds himself getting rattier as he gets older. I was just wondering if you guys are the same or not. But I find less and less stuff gets me annoyed nowadays. Why let it? Like I say, even though I do love going out on this bike, it's always nice to get back on Rid Star. Like I say, that feels so planted in, it's got a nice bit of speed to it. This one's a little bit nippier, but this one's a lot lighter. But I'd trust the Rid Star on any journey. And to be as good on the way there as it is, and to be as good on the way back as it is on the way there, it's a proper solid bike, that. In fact, if we go back out again tonight, it's going to be on the Rid Star. That brake's fucking squealing a bit. Well, catching. But yeah, I think we'll go for a nice cruise out on Rid Star tonight. I fancy that. It's like the Apocalypse e-bike is the Rid Star. It's like a fucking tank with steel frame and that, which is good on an e-bike to have a steel frame. You alright, mate? Right, there we are, guys. Thanks for coming along. See you on the next one.